Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The P2657 Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC, indicates a high voltage condition in the rocker arm oil pressure switch A circuit for Bank 2 in a 2016 to 2022 Honda Pilot. This particular switch plays a critical role in the engine's variable valve timing and cylinder management system. By measuring oil pressure, it helps regulate the rocker arm's function, thereby enhancing engine performance and fuel efficiency. The switch is usually located on the cylinder head, close to the variable valve timing actuator for easy access. If this switch fails or reports incorrect readings, it can affect the engine's timing and overall operation, triggering the P2657 code. To address this issue, it's essential to follow the detailed troubleshooting process to identify and rectify the root cause of the problem. The rocker arm oil pressure switch A is a component responsible for monitoring the oil pressure within the engine, particularly for Bank 2. This switch is instrumental in controlling the variable valve timing (VVT) system, which adjusts the timing of the engine's valves for optimized performance. If the switch detects high voltage, it may indicate a circuit issue, possibly due to faulty wiring or a malfunctioning switch. Its location on the cylinder head ensures that it can accurately monitor the oil pressure as it affects the valve operation. Given that this DTC can impact overall engine performance, it is crucial to address it promptly to ensure the vehicle operates efficiently. Several factors can lead to the activation of the P2657 code. First and foremost is a low engine oil level. Insufficient oil can prevent the rocker arm oil pressure switch from functioning correctly, leading to inaccurate readings. Additionally, the rocker arm oil pressure switch itself may become faulty over time due to wear and age, causing it to output erroneous voltage signals. Another potential issue lies in the wiring associated with the switch. Damaged or corroded wires can not only fail to transmit signals reliably, but may also short-circuit, resulting in the high voltage condition indicated by the DTC. Thus, a thorough examination of these elements is essential in resolving the issue. When the P2657 code is triggered, several symptoms may manifest, alerting the driver to potential engine issues. The most apparent sign is the illumination of the check engine light, which indicates that the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system has detected an anomaly. Additionally, drivers may experience poor engine performance, including hesitation, reduced power, or inefficient fuel consumption due to impaired valve timing control. Another potential symptom is a tapping noise from the engine, often caused by improper valve operation linked to oil pressure irregularities. These symptoms highlight the importance of addressing the P2657 code to prevent further engine damage and ensure optimal performance. The first step in troubleshooting the P2657 code involves checking the engine oil level. Low oil levels can significantly affect the operation of the rocker arm oil pressure switch, leading to inaccurate pressure readings. Ensure that the oil is filled to the recommended level, as outlined in the vehicle's owner manual. If the oil level is satisfactory, proceed to the next steps in the troubleshooting process. However, if the oil level is low, it should be filled appropriately to ensure proper lubricating function and activation of engine components. This preliminary check is vital because it can save time and resources by addressing an easily fixable issue up front. In the second step of troubleshooting, the vehicle should be turned to the on mode, allowing the systems to initialize. Using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, clear the DTC to reset any previous error states. After clearing the code, it is critical to perform a VTEC plus VCM test using the HDS to gather current diagnostic data. By selecting the VEB VTEC test option, the system will assess whether the current configurations are functioning normally. If the HDS indicates normal conditions, it suggests that the issue may be intermittent, and that further inspection of wiring connections to the rocker arm oil pressure switch and the powertrain control module, PCM, is necessary. If the failure persists, the next step, which is more in-depth, will have to be executed. The third troubleshooting step involves performing an internal continuity check on the rocker arm oil pressure switch A. First, ensure the vehicle is turned to the off, lock mode. To safely conduct this test, disconnect the rocker arm oil pressure switch A bank 2 2P connector to isolate the switch from the circuit. At this point, continuity must be checked between the designated test points within the connector. Test point 1 corresponds to the connector's number, 1 pin, while test point 2 corresponds to number 2 pin on the switch side. A continuity reading confirms that the switch is operational, permitting you to proceed to further diagnostics. Conversely, if continuity is absent, replacement of the rocker arm oil pressure switch is necessary to resolve the high voltage issue reflected by the DTC. In the fourth step of troubleshooting, you will check for an open in the VTMB2 line, which is critical for the proper functioning of the rocker arm oil pressure switch. Begin by jumping the SCS service check signal line with the HDS and ensuring that this step remains engaged for more than a minute to stabilize the connection. After that, you will disconnect the PCM connector C, 51P, to assess the circuit between the PCM and rocker arm oil pressure switch. This involves continuity testing between the number 2 terminal of the rocker arm switch and the number 23 terminal of the PCM. A successful continuity check indicates that the wiring is intact. Should there be no continuity, it prompts the need for repairs in the VTMB2 wire, ensuring a strong connection to restore the system's functionality effectively. The fifth step focuses on verifying the continuity of the VTMB2 LG line. With the vehicle still in off-lock mode, and both the rocker arm oil pressure switch A, bank 2, 2P connector, and the PCM connector C, 51P, disconnected, this step will confirm whether the circuit remains intact. Continuity is checked between number 1 of the rocker arm switch and body ground. A positive continuity reading indicates that the wiring in this section is functioning correctly. If continuity fails, you'll need to repair the open in the VTMB2 LG wire between the rocker arm oil pressure switch and the body ground. This repair is vital to ensure that the electrical signals can travel correctly, contributing to your vehicle's overall performance. After completing the required repairs for the P2657 code, it is essential to verify that the issues have been effectively resolved. Start by rechecking for any stored diagnostic trouble codes using the HDS. This step will help confirm that the system no longer indicates any issues related to the rocker arm oil pressure switch A. Following that, conduct a test drive under various operating conditions to replicate normal driving scenarios. Pay attention to engine performance, responsiveness, and listen for any unusual noises. If no new DTCs are logged and the vehicle operates without issues, the repairs can be deemed successful, restoring proper function to the engine's variable valve timing system. To prevent issues like the P2657 code from recurring in the future, implementing a routine maintenance schedule is crucial. Regularly checking the engine oil level ensures that the oil pressure switch operates under optimal conditions. It's also advisable to monitor electrical connections for the rocker arm oil pressure switch A and all related components. Loose or corroded connections can lead to intermittent faults and circuit issues that may trigger DTCs. Furthermore, visual inspections can help detect any signs of wear and tear in the wiring. Staying proactive with these maintenance tasks will contribute to the long-term health of the engine and prevent unexpected failures. In conclusion, addressing the P2657 diagnostic trouble code involves a systematic approach to troubleshooting and repair. Identifying symptoms, understanding the role of the rocker arm oil pressure switch, and checking associated wiring are critical steps in managing this issue. It's equally important to conduct regular maintenance checks, such as monitoring engine oil levels and inspecting wiring connections. Employing these strategies not only facilitates accurate diagnostics, but also prolongs the life of engine components. By following the guidelines provided, owners of the Honda Pilot can maintain their vehicle's performance and prevent future occurrences of DTC-related issues. Remember, a well-maintained vehicle is essential for reliable operation. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.